मौत तो यूं ही बदनाम है, तकलीफ जिंदा रहने में है। तो as long as you are alive, there will be challenges, and if there are no challenges, there is no growth. People don't see the darker side of the moon, right? So they always say, oh, इतना पैसा, इतना बड़ा ईएम हो गया है, तो क्या तो तकलीफ होगी, आपकी तो टीम टिक जाती होगी, आपको क्या दिक्कत है, आपको तो क्या काम करना पड़ता होगा. And I always keep telling, my team doesn't work for me, I have to work for my team. So I'm Ashish, and I hail from Jaipur, and I am into the business of mutual fund distribution since 2004. I have a team of around 50 plus people now, and we manage around 2000 plus odd crores of assets, and have built the business through SIP model over a period of time. And in terms of clients, we have all spectrum of client. I take as much pride as 500 rupee SIP to as much as someone who is doing maybe 20 lakh SIP as well. So there's nothing called retail or HNI driven. We are there are whole bouquet to offer. Every day we mess up somewhere or the other. We learn from that mistakes, and go about learning and then taking it forward. And challenges, you have a young team, so the retention is a challenge. Training them is a challenge. Then, in terms of the portfolio are growing up. When the portfolios were small, the expectation of the client was different. Now the portfolios are going bigger. So from a risk taker, we have to become a risk manager, and there are so many things that we have to do. There are, in fact, as the portfolios are becoming bigger, the challenges are कि अब clients को पैसे शायद ज़रूरत पड़ेगी, because in the accumulation stage we can all take risk, sir market है, हो जाएगा, ठीक हो जाएगा, but now that the portfolios have become bigger, as I said, from a risk taker we have to become a risk manager. So the challenges are there in portfolio management as well. So I'll tell you, what fascinates me about DSP. Most of the people that we generally interact with, they are intelligent set of people. DSP, especially I would say, the head of the organization, Kalpen, and obviously the entire team. You can't have, organization cannot grow without a great team. But I would definitely say Kalpen. So it's a rare breed of very intelligent mind with a very soft heart. And I think in our industry, intelligent mind बहुत मिलते हैं, but the heart that beats, and that's equally is something which is very rare. So what I understand, what I could get from all of you is the pragmatic approach of doing things. Not only you get those intelligent inputs, but gone are the days where mutual fund, maybe 10-20 years before, there was a need for the technical nuances and all those, so much needed that time. But as you grow, we more than those technical nuances, what we need is scalable thing, the real problem that the real distributor faces in the real world. And I think so those are addressed by you. When I called you for my team meeting and you discuss about segmenting the client, we were doing it, but then you gave us a different perspective and a third eye to see into it. शायद हम ये नहीं देख पा रहे हैं. When you look at when I come to this futuristic session here, in fact all the 8 sessions or the 8 windows or the 8 forums that you had created, it was very difficult for me to figure it out मैं कौन सा छोड़ूं. It was very, very difficult. But obviously, we had to choose one. I had to choose one, so I just happened to choose, the session that you took. But all the 8 sessions were very relevant, and I'm sure they were relevant for many others as well. So they were not addressing, typically what happens around, and breaking that normalcy, breaking that redundancy is what I call it taking a call. And I think so that's a very bold initiative. A very good one, which a DSP, is able to take. So I have one session which I made it specially for DSP, for the distributors, and I call it an SIP of efforts. So the work that you guys are doing, I would sincerely request that this work should be carried on. It is going to take some time to really get into people's mind and then to get into people's heart. But I think so this is the most important thing that the distributors needed today. and which eventually will, help them grow their business multifold.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.